Hi guys, I'm Elisa and today I'm trying to answer a very important question. What would my life be like if I was stuck in the last two video games I had played? At the recording of this, the last two games I had played was of course Ark, but also Rimworld. So in Rimworld we start. I did my best to make a likeness of myself and we got started into what was hopefully going to be a successful run. I knew that the first thing I needed to do was find some shelter to keep me safe from the elements and all the wild animals around. And this little shack that honestly needed some work, this was going to do just fine. With a few additions of walls, it was going to make me safe, keep me dry, keep me out of the sun, hopefully keep the wild animals off me. The trade caravan arrived on the second day, but unfortunately they didn't want to help me. They just wanted to sell me stuff, and at this point I don't have anything to sell or buy with, so they went on their merry way. I made a start on getting a garden together, so hopefully we can get some food and I don't have to rely on what I can harvest from the wild. And so far it's going fairly well. Got some rice on the mend and marked out where I wanted to make an actual bedroom so I don't have to keep sleeping in this huge open room. Might give me a little bit more insulation and a little bit more safety. I started harvesting the wild plants around to, one, give them time to regrow, but two, give me a little bit of a food source because I was getting quite hungry and I really needed that food source. I also wanted to be able to make some clothes, so I got a bench going to be able to do that. I was going to need some metal, but my mining skills are non-existent. So I got started on that as soon as I possibly could, and somehow the Rimworld gods gave me a weapon, which I thought was fantastic. I was not going to complain. As the first harvest came in, I had this sense of absolute relief. I now had food production sorted, and hopefully this would keep me a little bit more safe. The little home was starting to come together and I actually felt like I could have some time to relax in between all of the work, of course. I continued on my daily tasks, but I wanted to deconstruct this so I could make my home a little bit nicer. I used the resources available to me to do whatever I can to get myself comfortable. Getting some flooring down with the resources from the other ruin in the area really made this place feel a bit more comfortable and a bit more like home. It was so incredibly nice to get some of those sweet, sweet homely touches. I was minding my own business, gathering some more resources to help make my home a little bit nicer, when I got a bit of a notification that I should have paid more attention to. One of the local squirrels had gone mad, and I was a bit far from home, and it was pretty close. But I could take a squirrel, right? It shouldn't be that hard. I should have, however, considered the ramifications of me being alone, unclothed, against this thing that was a lot faster than I was. And I can't say I've ever really fought a small rodent. thought I'd set a safe zone so that this doesn't happen again in the future, but while fighting this squirrel I realised I wasn't doing any damage to it, but it was doing a lot of damage to me. With no one to help me and no safe place to go, I just had to pray that I could beat this squirrel away. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and the rabid squirrel gave up as soon as I collapsed. All I could do was crawl to my bed and hope that someone would show up to save me. The squirrel circled, waiting for its next victim. As my strength started to leave me, I realised that I wasn't going to be able to stay on this Rimworld, and this short stay here was going to be the last stay I had anywhere. We will have a part 2, so stay tuned and subscribe. Thanks, guys.